So journey with my basketball, here we have it, Now it is a bit more roughed up. Today from a faraway court, Ötzi Skatering court. That is the name of this court. Always nice to be here back, but that is really far away. Normally the most far away where I drive, Today with the old, my working bike, and the e-battery lasted, because here normally 32 kilo and I have to drive hours back, but we're much quicker with the e-bike, That I wanted to say. We have still the GoPro, Not happy with that. That will change, but now I cannot do something. There is no trust in it, Sometimes it looks better, but the skin, they sharpen it too much. When you go to low, that does not work. Middle is too much. Sometimes it looks better, sometimes absolutely not. And so you cannot trust in it, And we made all the settings. So here, Ötzi Skatering court, that is important. The Ötzi Skatering court. Wow, watch, that is an area which is now completely lost, because there is no one. There are no kids, there is no one, Doesn't matter if you come at morning, midday, afternoon, evening, there is almost never someone here. And when there are people, and there's little kids with their parents who gravel up and down the obstacles, which were made for skating, but these were the early 2000s style stuff, Watch that ramp, That is now something for our subscriber from Italy, which is now in the USA, Dunk City Basketball, his name. These are the styles which we had in the early 2000s, late 90s, watch that ramp. Back then that was here by us, and I think also in Italy, that would be a dream, or if you have such a thing. Nowadays the new generation says, what is that for shit, but for us, if you had in a village such a thing, hey, wow, you see Wu-Tang Clan, and those things, concrete Rudolph, you see that, and these are complete other things, but absolutely amazing. And I was here, in the 2000 around, also played here a tennis tournament. I showed that once. Here is the tennis club. And these are hours away from our last court, nicer court. These are nicer court to here are 5 hours with bicycle or more, And here you have under the mini ramp, you have that is original, or to sit here, a bench. That is cool, or absolutely amazing here. But you see that it's very old, and but the skate, as I call it skatering court, but the name is Ötzi Skatering court, You see from that side that you see a bit more the ring on there, we will come to that. And my journey today is here, but originally, because here are a few courts, Ötzi court, but that court I don't want to play today. That is normally the last one. We played much more far away, but normally with a normal bike, this is normally the last, because otherwise you are 10-12 hours on the way. So here you see the quarter pipe there left. Here a little fun box, the wheelie table. Here the thing to make, weight training for the footballers. Another little ramp. So for us, if I would have such a park in the 1997, 1998 at our village, we had nothing. That would be the high-end deluxe park, And here, and also as I told you, back in the days that was skateboarding and basketball, streetball, Roller skating, there they never did. That was in the earlier 90s, middle 90s. In the later 90s here, that was only skateboarding, you see, that thing. And and here is the basketball ring, It's nice to play, but there is a stone under, I see that right now, that we have to change. And there is a hot place here, In summer, you can only come here in summer, it's too far away, Because when we have winter, and in winter when it is cold, of course you can do it, but when there happens something with the bicycle and I have no money, I cannot drive home in the other way. And when you want to walk, then we come in next day, And so when you freeze or the shoes get cold or wet, you know, then in winter by cold temperatures it is over. Then you are in danger because then the hands are frozen, you know, really a medical problem then. And I drove from here in summer one time by complete rain home, you know, almost from here. Boy, even in summer when all is wet for that many hours, tough, you know. But here we have it, you know, an iron chain, but it is also rusty and over and out, but the clicks are in, you know, so here you could choose a new net. But yeah, I have never seen someone playing here. Hey, Artimax Sport, there I have a Sprossenwand at home, you know. They are out of Romania, what I know, you know. Back then the guy came from Romania with his bus to me and gave me his, you see the stone here, and gave me the wait, we have to do it away, you see, the Sprossenwand. And you see here is asphalt. It is a more rougher asphalt, you know. The stones don't go too much out, but the space between, and so it is rougher, you know. And yeah, here a rubber ball is the best choice, you know. But you see here those trees, they are really a cool thing. And yeah, and normally I wanted to play a few meters from here. I told that inside there is the swim Ötzi court, you know. Ötzi swim court would be in there, but I'm too late. It is now midday, and now there's a small swimming area where you have to pay, and we have to make this in summer, you know. And I wanted to make that together with the Ötzi court, and today there is cage number 2 court, and here, you know. And yeah, I wanted to make the swim court before, but there are all people now laying in beside, and then you cannot film, you know, you can forget it. So that was too late today. There you have to drive so early in the morning that you can do that. Yeah, and that is the Ötzi Skatering court. Why Ötzi? Because the area is called the Ötzi land, you know. That is the name. But very beautiful, you know. We were over those mountains, you know. And yeah, very cool. With our American ball now, it is more roughed up from the last times, you know. You see the color is a bit away by the lines also, but still you see lines, still you see the color of the flag, and still the babbling is also good, you know. So absolutely a surprise, and we played it now on rougher courts, different courts, and was very cool, you know. Yeah, and that is, yeah, here it is, you are complete alone, you know. So you feel here completely lost, because the energy from here, I know people from here, and in the late 90s, early 2000s, that was a full spot with teenagers and hanging up where no internet was, and now it is lost. It is like a lost time. All of those people are now grown-up people, and the new generation doesn't want it, you know. So here you feel the energy is away, you know. So you feel now as back in the days when you were young and here, and now 25 years or 26 years later, you are staying now here and no one is there anymore, you know. So yeah, that vibes you have here, but it is still cool, and we have a few courts here in, and yeah, it's a nice area, you know. And now we play the Ötzi Skatering court. Yeah, and by such courts you have to be careful, because you are so far away, you know. That is normally a bicycle journey, an own bicycle thing, and not then to also play basketball, you know. And when the sun, you know, there you always have to be a bit careful, you know. And out of the box now, the picture on the display looks good, but then afterwards you say, what is that? So there is no trust in it. But now, rubber here the best, you know. As you see now, I cannot hold it. But when my hands get now more warm and then you see that is always temperature and such things, you know. And yeah, but now we play. know. Here it looks like a little bit like LA, or little bit. You see that now? There are those things in. You see those sharp edges. Here also, you see that? That is what I mean. Always be careful. Here also, you see? It will be not sharp now because I'm too close, but they are shit, you know. There you have to always be careful here. Watching the ball. Because happened also to me at my home court, you know, and one time I was playing and then boom, I bleeded. Very dangerous, you know, tetanus. So yeah, now it is fine. yeah, my friends, now I'm sitting at the bench beside of the ring in the shadow. Now you will see how the skin looks, the face looks, you know, and that GoPro. Not happy with that. I will buy an Ace Pro 2, you know. I still have the display on, normally not, you know, that I have a little bit control, that I see something, but yeah. So that is the Ötzi Skatering court, a cool court, but that is not a performance court to me. That is a relaxed court, you know, to play in, or most of the times to play out, you know. Most of the times I come from more far away routes back here, because here is the way to drive home, and then I play a few balls and enjoy it, you know. Here, watch from here, you see that from here, you really a cool place, but you have seen it, I play very bad here. Why? Because of the bicycling. I do a lot of my legs when I throw, and you know, I drove this all with this old bike, you know, and that the battery lasts, you know, you can drive to 25 km/h, and I was driving 26, 7 around that I save it, you know, because when the battery will be over, I had no idea if it works or not, you know, and it worked out well, so I think I will get almost back to the city, you know. But when this would be over, then you have a real problem. 32 kilo, and the motor is backside, you know, not here, so the whole weight is on there, and that feels like someone is sitting on when you drive, and by that long route and temperature, you know. So here, a relaxing court, you know, now the play-in court, but from the hard driving you feel that in the legs, and then you have no feeling. Other hate, you know, the other rings, you know, it's a nicer court, 3 meter 40 to 50 high, and here maybe 2 meter 80, you know, almost 1 meter difference. And yeah, and here you see, as I told you, you know, the grandparents with the little kid to play, to skateboard, that is the thing here, you know. And yeah, and here are a lot of cars today, because all people are swimming now, you see that. They are all in the swimming area, and here you have to be careful that the ball does not crush out to the cars, you know, because normally I'm here morning or evening, you know, and then it is better, but today is one of the hottest days, and maybe one of the last hottest days in the year, you know. Here they say the last heat, you know. I love it, but to this court we have to come back, you know, the Ötzi swim court, you know, there we play on sand. And there I also I collected to drink. I should drink more, but I have 2 liters by me. You know, if you don't know it, last year by one route I drank over 7 liters, you know, over 7 liters. And yeah, but here I know an automat, and I have a few coins here now, because I would, there you have to pay entry, and now I saved the money. Now I will buy something to drink, and there exists a cage number 2 court. We have a half cage court, you know, but there is a real cage with an own, not only the net over us, an own construction also, you know. And that is there also. Ötzi court is cage 1 court, but there exists a cage 2 court. I checked it up by driving here, was no one in. That I will also play today. And Ötzi court I will not play. That was not on my list today, and I do only that what I feel, what I like. And today I wanted to play the Ötzi swim court and here as middle thing, and to play out at the cage number 2 court, you know. But so cage number 2 court, there we can play a bit more. It's inside, you know. And yeah, and here always more people come, you know, all swimming. And yeah, with the ball, you see it is now more roughed up, you know. Now you see it really, but it is still playable, still nice, you know. If you don't know me, I can choose almost whatever ball I want, you know. And if people don't believe me that I like rubber balls, I mean, that is the best example now with those journeys, with one ball. Because normally I play every time other ball. And this year I decided to play one ball at every different court, you know. And I could choose from all balls, you know. The whole summer I have the Nike playground at home, you know, as a rubber ball. The Platinum series, the new one from the rubber balls, you know, DRV Pro, the Echo version. I have the Spalding Street Phantom, the Spalding Street DRV normal, DRV plus from the rubber boys, you know, but I also have the high-end boys, you know, I have the Nike Elite Championship at home, the DF 1000, the Evo NXT from Wilson, I have the Wilson Evolution at home, the BG 4500 from Molten, all indoor balls, you know. The Mikasa BQ 1000, also an indoor ball, but then they call it indoor-outdoor, you know. And so, and I have much more balls, you know, the ZIO from Spalding, and the advanced grip control, the max grip, the grip control from Spalding, and so many balls, you know. I could choose every ball what I want, but now I play the American rubber ball because I still like it, you know. And you can tell me what you want. Here on such a court by us, you know, as a street baller by us, the best way is to play and rubber ball most of the times. On other areas, when you are new generation and have the rubber courts, there you can use other balls, you know. But for my generation, the rubber balls were most of the times the best, you know. Not from the playability, but from the durability, and that it doesn't get damaged, because you don't have to buy a new ball every month. You had one ball 1 year, you know, and there you had to watch out, and the rubber balls worked out the best, you know. And yeah, but now the color, you see, and today I cannot hold it, you know. Here you feel, you see that is, as the other times I could hold it like Michael Jordan, you know. These are the differences, and so to me there exists no best ball. Because the best ball is that ball which you like most, and the best ball is that ball which performs at that court best where you are right now. Boy, shadow again. Yeah, cool one. Now they are going. I've seen it. These were the grandparents coming with the grandchild, you know, was a little girl. Then they put on the collection things, also the collectors, or how it, the beds when you slam, you know, all on, with a little skateboard, a penny board, and we're now a little bit driving here. You have seen that, and that is what I mean with lost thing. These are the only ones who come here. It's really 26 years ago, you know. I am still here, but since 26 years that is all gone here, you know, on such places like here. We do still the same, you know. And the new generation, when you watch that, you know, you can watch that SLS, skateboarding. They have sponsors, they wear what the sponsors tell them, you know, and the Instagram and completely changed our skateboarding also. Against back then we had the VHS, you know, Jet Masca, the cool stuff, and nowadays complete other time. They come with those small bands, you know, and absolutely no street skating culture anymore in that sense, you know. Yeah, and here, really, you see that is so lost, you know. All the people, they will never come here again, which were here back in the days, you know. Only sometimes the grandparents, a little bit skating, you know. And yeah, but it is a cool place, you know, and you enjoy that mountain. You know, it's an adventure with my basketball, you know, journey with my basketball. And today I watch on there, and I know all of those mountains. Last year at my birthday, I overdrove that mountain, you know. That was one side to come in that mountain, and I drove it up from 3 sides, you know, in that meaning. That is the rodeo, you know. The toughest thing what you can do here is a whole day route from morning until it is night, you know, with the mountain bike. But that is tough. There was also my 40th birthday I spent here, you know. Then you know I like it. So really, really nice. People always are friendly here. They greet all, you know. Very, very friendly all. Other side of the mountains like the last time. And here always more people and people, you know. Yeah, a very cool place. The Ötzi Skatering court. Yeah, and I go on to cage number 2. There we will see us. You will see that in the next video. And afterwards I will say, what a video, you know. The GoPro. When do we get the Insta Ace Pro 2, you know? But yeah, always enjoyable to be here, you know. But we see us at cage number 2. Bye and ciao.
And I always do it big because I can.